Hey, welcome back, everyone. It's me, Mr. 4K Upscaler. So, when I first started playing this game 8 days ago, and big thanks to my friend Jose for making this game available to me, I very much appreciate that. I already knew what I was getting into because I already played the first game. I already played the first Kingdom Come Deliverance. I never did finish it, but I did play pretty good amount of, the hours in the game, and I understood the story of Henry and who he is, where he comes from, the village that he is from, and his parents, and what happened to his parents, and what happened to his friends, and his entire village. Spoilers warning, of course, was pretty much murdered. Everyone was killed in that village. But that's as far as I'm gonna tell you. I want you to play the first game before you jump into the second one. So I already knew the journey of Henry in the first game and what happened to his village, what happened to his parents, who killed his parents, etc., etc. All of that. I was already familiar with his journey and where he's going, and how he met, Hans, Sir Hans, and how he became his bodyguard, because Hans is the noble, and it's one of the noble's sons, right? I forgot which province, because there's so many provinces here, or Perkenstein or something like that. It's German. This is set in Germany, I believe. So that's why you see a lot of Van Berg, all these Stein and Berg, and there's all these Schluckenstein. It's like it's all German because it's set like in Germany 1400. Even though you do travel, obviously, to other places like, Hungary, Bulgaria, etc. But your main focus of the story, it's in Germany. A lot of people make mistake, and they still like to think this is in England. No, yes, it's made by a British company. It's made by the British, developers, and they're using British voice actors, and it suits perfectly. But it's not in England, okay? So I just want to clarify that it's set in Germany, 1400s Germany. So once I got into this sequel, I was already set up and ready to go. It's kind of like Game of Thrones season 2. You already know. So that's how I felt with this one. I was ready to jump in. One of the major differences with sequel on this one is it's just the sheer size and scope. It's bigger, it's better, there's more characters, there's a lot of stuff going on, there's a lot of NPCs, interesting side quests, there's fast travel, there's so much here. This is, of course, much bigger and better due to the success of the first game. So Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 has actually surpassed the first game, from what I'm hearing, in terms of like sales, in terms of like reviews and everything. So what is this video? This video is me letting you know what my experience so far is with Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. And I am playing this on a PC. And if you're asking me, well, why are you playing it on a PC? That's because my friend Jose gifted this to me on a PC. If he gifted it to me on a PlayStation, well, then I would be playing it on a PlayStation. If he gifted it to me on the Xbox, then that's where I would be playing it. But he happened to be gifting this to me on a PC. He got it from CD Keys. He was able to get a good deal. He got one for him and one for me, and I'm grateful for that. So that's why I'm playing this on a PC. And I'm glad that he did bring this to me on a PC, because I do have a fairly good PC gaming laptop. I do have a desktop, but right now my gaming desktop, I'm in the process of fixing it, working on it, so it doesn't work that well. But I am using this gaming laptop from Asus, Republic of Gamers, G16 Strix. It has a 13th generation i9 processor, with a 4070 GPU RTX with deep learning super sampling 3.0 and 8 gigs of GDDR6X RAM. On top of that, it has also 16 gigabytes of DDR5 RAM. Has a pretty cool cooling built into it. So it's a fairly good, decent, capable gaming laptop. And that's what you're looking at here. So the first thing that surprised me, of course, was how big this game is. You know, like the sheer size and scope. So that was the first thing. But the second thing was just how well optimized this game is on a PC. And I really want to show you that. We'll continue the game. We'll go ahead and play it right now. I just want to show you how optimized this game is and how well optimized it is. So we'll go through various different settings. We'll go through medium to high to ultra, and then mixed it with the experimental. There's this new experimental settings, which is probably for the super high-end PCs. So this is on the medium to 4K with a quality DLSS, and as you can see, 60 FPS here, smooth as a butter, as I like to say, and it stays at the 60 FPS. As you can see it right over there on my top left. You'll see it right there on my top left. There's a fraps, frames per second counter. You can look at the numbers. So this was the interesting thing that happened to me. It was quite shocking and surprising. I didn't really think that I was gonna. I said to my friend Jose, I don't know if my gaming laptop is going to be able to handle this. But not only did it handle it, but it handled it really good at 60 FPS, better than I expected it to be. And we can go in a photo mode maybe. If you go in a photo mode, you'll just see how smooth this is. So this is photo mode. We can go up and higher, lower. Just want to kind of like show you. This is CryEngine. CryEngine. It's another shocker and surprise to me how well optimized it is versus super overrated Unreal Engine 5, honestly. A lot of people ask me why you so surprised by CryEngine, because majority of the games are using Unreal Engine, right? From Unreal Engine 4 to Unreal Engine 5. And I feel that Unreal Engine, even though it's good looking, it's great, it has all of these accolades, but I feel that Unreal Engine always has issues with optimization, depending what type of PC do you have, what type of PC setup do you have. I feel that there's always some sort of issues that you have to deal with. With CryEngine, man, whether it be Rise Son of Rome on a PC or Crisis 1, 2, and 3, it always ran great. And now you're looking at the Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. As you can see here, it's just optimizations top notch, 60 FPS. Not that this game really needs 60 FPS. Let's be honest. The combat in this game, it's you rarely ever use the combat that much. It's mainly story driven, character driven, adventure. But it's nice to know that you can do 60 FPS, even 120 FPS. The only reason we're stuck at 60 is because I turn on the vertical sync on. And this is on the medium settings, so let me show you. So this is basically on the medium settings. There's a resolution scaling, it's quality. You know, we can go actually to a high settings, and you'll see if I switch to high settings, and move the DLSS quality mode to a balance mode, you'll see that even at the high settings, I'll still have the same result. I'll have 60 FPS. So now we're on the high settings, balanced DLSS 4K. And there, you'll see in a minute, it's about 45, 46, 47, 48 frames, which is still good. It's still good for a high settings. This is still great that you're getting 48, 50, 49, 50, 46, 47, 50 frames. It's still good, but honestly, I don't think you want to be at the high settings. This is why I keep telling people you can use other options. What I try to do, I try to mix it up. Here, let me show you what I usually do. So, yes, you can just go to the medium, and you can go to a DLSS quality and just keep it at, quality at medium and have your 60 FPS. You can do that. But what I want you guys to see is, I want you guys to see something else that I'm using through the advanced graphics. So here's what I'm using on my character detail. On my character detail, I'm using experimental. Vegetation, I'm using experimental. Textures, I'm using high. Shader quality, I'm using high. Lighting, I'm using medium. And then over here, everything else is set to the medium. So what did I do basically? I left my textures at high, vegetation and character detail experimental, and you will see you're still gonna get a good results here, but we're gonna have to move our deep learning super sampling down to balance. Keep it at balance. You will see. Here we are, 60, 50, 58. Now our characters looks even more detailed at this at this experimental level. The textures look even greater. The vegetation and the forest looks more realistic if you look at it. Beautiful. Here we can look at it from here. Come up here. There. But here's the trick. Now with these settings that I just mixed up, I'm getting character detail with experimental textures. I'm getting vegetation experimental textures, but I'm still using medium and high on the here, let me show you. Let's just go through this again. So object quality, it's medium. Particles, lighting, global illumination, post-process quality, it's all set to medium. Shader quality at high. Shadow at medium. Textures at high. Volumetric effect detail medium. Vegetation experimental. Character detail experimental. And I'm still getting 60 FPS. Some people say about could you maybe get textures at ultra and shade quality at experimental? You could, but you're not gonna really be hitting the 60 FPS, but you're gonna be getting close to it. But that's still impressive. All of this is still impressive. Like even 50 frames, 53 frames that I'm getting right now, it's still impressive, and it just shows you how optimized this game is, even on this gaming laptop. Now, if you're someone who's using 4080 or 4090, or if you're someone who's using 5080 or 5090, then for you, of course, this will look even better and it will run even better. So this is what I like to mix it up with. I like to mix it up with this a little bit, but that's up to you. If you want to do it like this, you can do it like this and keep it like this. I personally wouldn't advise you to do it. I would just advise you to do this. These are my settings I want to show you. Right here. This is what I would suggest that you do. Vegetation, keep it at high. Character detail high. Medium, textures medium. I would suggest keep everything at medium. Confirm it. And then go to your DLSS. Keep it at balanced. You can move the sharpness down a little bit. Keep it in the middle. And confirm it. And make sure that you turn off, let me see. Remember, you can only do 60 in 4K. Alright, so you just remember that. You can only do 60 at 4K, and that's all you need. Keep your gamma at the middle. Your horizontal field of view, keep it at 75. Deep learning supersampling balanced. And now you got a steady 60 FPS. So this is where you want to be. This is what I would recommend. This is my recommendation. This is where you want to be. Me, you don't have to be, but this is what I recommend. But what's so impressive about this game is just how good this engine is optimized for even my mediocre gaming laptop, okay? Even for my mediocre gaming laptop, which I didn't think I was going to be able to enjoy this game with this gaming laptop in 4K, but I was able to at 60 FPS, and it's pretty impressive. But then again, you know, the good news is no matter what settings you use, I think you will appreciate how well this game is optimized, you know. So you should, you know, experiment with different settings. That's what I did. Find that proper sweet spot for you that works. I already showed you what I'm using, and like I said, I'm super impressed with this game, and I know this video is about 20 minutes, and I just wanted to kind of tell you what my experience is with this game so far, and what I think about it. I couldn't be more happier with this game. I like everything about it, you know, from the story, the world, the characters. I'd only have one minor criticism, and that's the combat. Not a huge fan of combat in this game, but it is what it is, you know. The combat, it's not like fluid. The combat is basically, has to be timed. Everything has to be timed. You know, okay, he hits you first, you block, then you hit him, and then it's kind of, it has to be timed. I like free freestyle, freestyle, fluidity. So the combat is like the only minor thing, small little thing that I complain about. But other than that, I think everything else in this game, it's top notch, man. I don't think you guys will have any complaints about this one. So anyway, that's how I feel about Kingdom Come Deliverance. I hope this 20 minutes gives you some idea on the PC version. I don't know how the PlayStation and Xbox version is. I don't have it, but I assume even PlayStation and Xbox, it's probably something like this. It's a medium settings. I think the console versions are running everything at medium. You know, most likely medium, upscale to 4K. Alright, well there you have it, guys. Thank you for watching this video. Let me know how's your experience so far with Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Of course, the more powerful PC you have, the more powerful GPU, CPU, and memory RAM you have, of course, the better performance you will get on this game. I'm not sure if this is on GeForce Now. I haven't looked into it, but of course, with a 4080, sure, yeah. But I'm, again, very satisfied with 60 FPS at 4K. I know it's an upscaled 4K, but still 60 FPS for such a big game like this, and for my gaming laptop, that's pretty amazing. So this only shows you how good CryEngine is, and this is what I was telling my friend Jose. I said, CryEngine, it's a very underrated engine. Everybody's talking about Unreal Engine 5, but CryEngine, in my opinion, it's the most stable engine, and the most better optimized, in my opinion. But anyway, let me know, what do you think? Do you think CryEngine, it's better optimized than Unreal Engine? Or what is your experience between CryEngine and Unreal Engine? Let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below. Thank you for watching.